So we've practiced our value scales, and you know now how to control your colored pencils. We are now ready to start working on our cropped drawings again and turning those into our pop art drawings. And what we're going to do is we're going to choose our color. For our very first space, this is monochromatic in color scheme. Monochromatic are using tints and shades of one color. So for your very first space that you're working on today, we want to choose one color to work with. I'm going to choose a purple. And we need white and black. And if your color pencil set has more than one kind of the color that you're using, of course you can use those colors. But I only have one purple, a white, and a black. I'm going to do all of this with that one color. What you are to do is you're going to have changes in value shown inside of your space. So you have to have changes in value from light to dark in your monochromatic. So I'm going to start using my purple here, and I'm going to start with a darker value, purple. And in this space, I'm going to change it from dark purple to a light purple in the corner. So I'm going to just work very carefully, making sure that I'm controlling the movements with my color pencil to have that change be gradual inside the space from dark to light. When I'm looking at your work, what I'm going to be grading on is, did you use the color schemes correctly? And did you use your color pencils as drawing tools? Not necessarily coloring tools, but drawing tools. So have you controlled what your color pencils are doing in terms of those changes in value? I want to see that you have a change in value from light to dark in your monochromatic, and that in your other ones that you're changing transitions in value or transitions in color. And when you finish, your work will look really cool because of the amount of control that you've had over your color pencils. I want you to see there how I've used that purple in that space to finish that up. All right, on the other space that's right next to it, I wouldn't want to put another dark purple there. I can just use my regular purple. And I want it to be a contrast to what I have up there. So I am going to use a middle purple to fill in that space and let it contrast against that darker purple. So when you have the two colors that are right next to each other in the space, you want to use some contrast so that there's a difference in what your eye sees. You don't always have to rely on outlining when you're adding in your color. Sometimes if you just use contrast, those colors will really show as different from each other, and you won't have to have those lines. Control your movements as far as the direction that your pencil goes. You don't want to change the direction of your pencil. That's also part of your craftsmanship. So be mindful of that. If you have to change your space because your arm is feeling kind of awkward, move your paper around so that you're still going in the same direction. So I hope that you're getting an idea of how your pieces should look. You should have, for your monochromatic, changes in values using your color that you're using. And you can get a lot of variety if you're changing the values a lot. You can use what we did in the value scales of putting on the white and putting on the black. So as I finish the space, I just want you to see how I have a change in contrast between this lighter purple and this darker purple, and how I did not have to use an outline to finish that space up. All I needed to do was just make sure I had a change in color value right next to each other. So as we're working, you need to choose which color you're going to work with today. And remember that you're sticking with just that one color, that you're using lights and darks of the one color for your space.